This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, give on the inside. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Hill. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Mack to throw for it on 4th. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Reed hauls it in with one hand. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. On the one hand, literally, that was a fantastic catch, but on the other hand, didn't get enough.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of an old basketball analogy, like $1 million move, $1 finish. Nice play.
Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And that's the 2nd time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Defense looks as if it's coming. Leaves it with the back. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
In the gun, 3rd down, Reed. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply went wrong.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Hill. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12. Alabama quickly back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Austin Mack. He's got his man across the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are, sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Mack. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. He makes a catch. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
So now it's 2nd and long. Mack throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mack. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Again, it's Mack. Snagged out of the air. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Throwing Mack. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And a nice job by the defense understanding who their go-to guy is. That's the guy they want to feature. That's the guy they want to feed with good reason. He's a great player, but a great job by the defense taking away that primary read, making sure they don't make a big play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mack. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bussey. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The run inside. It's Morrow. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Reed. That's caught. It's Horton. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's so hard to get to quarterbacks when they get the ball out of their hands this fast. Great job understanding what the defense is doing, right away assessing, hitting the corner route right off the jump.
Using his legs, it's Owens. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's Reed to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Got a first down. Open space at the 25. They finally corral him, and he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Owens. There's some room. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Aggies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. With the run on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Aggies.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Austin Mack. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Running inside, it's Hill. At the 45, on his way. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking for a man. It's Mack. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. Bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage. You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Pulls it in. It's Rodgers. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, you have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Rodgers. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Or will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. Throws to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Moore. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Gonna run it. It's Owens. And they're able to get him down.
And this is every defensive coordinator's dream, right? Watching your defense go out on first down, TFL, second down, TFL. Now you set up 3rd and long. Everybody knows they're going to throw it, and your pass rushers can pin their ears back. Outstanding job being physical by this defense.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. Got his man downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Maybe a crease. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Offensive coordinators just spend all offseason in a lab, and they just draw up stuff over and over again. How many times can I use misdirection? How many times can I use speed against the linebackers who flow so fast to the football? Really nice play design, a little misdirection. The defense didn't know what hit them. Big game for the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Reed on the play action. Buying some time as he moves left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. There he goes. Talk about a timely run. University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's the Kent State Golden Flashes and the New Mexico Lobos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Lobos ready to kick it away first. Here's the return from inside his 10. From the gun, the ground game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. When just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. To the air on first down. He's got him in the flat. Makes one man miss. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The run inside. It's Humphrey.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Moving away from pressure. He'll get rid of it. On target over the middle. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. So the pop pass is busted up in the backfield for a loss.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fourth and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gutsy move by this ball club. Looking to the end zone. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, New Mexico. They grab the early lead.
And I love the aggressiveness early. Love that they went for it on 4th down. They punch it in. They get the 7. And here's the thing, Palmer. I love the aggressiveness. When you start to get those goal-to-goal situations, the defense now, even if they get a stop, they got to go the whole length of the field against my squad. Love people that go for touchdowns instead of field goals down here.
Well, I think the offensive line also helps the head coach make that call, knowing that he can trust these guys to get it done. These guys are battle-tested. A lot of these players have been in big games and played in big moments. So here you are early in this situation. Let's roll the dice. Let's capitalize on this and trust those big fellas to get it done.
So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The RPO, it's complete. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Golden Flashes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Picked off. They turn over in their own end. He's knocked down.
That's how I play against a fucking computer, bro. They was doing all types of shit. Ball just floated in their fucking hands.
Welcome to Dick's Stadium in Kent, Ohio. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Kent State Golden Flashes. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, the Golden Flashes head coach told me before the game, he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Golden Flashes will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Back to pass, it's Hayes. Escapes the pressure to his right. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Myers on the move. Caught by Williams on the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Scott. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's got it again. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
Here comes the heat. And they got it.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Oh, they're after him. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Running inside, it's Mitchell. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. A strike downfield. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, it doesn't get any better than that. You script the first 10 plays, that was 10 plays. That was perfection. That was a touchdown. That's called good scouting, being ready for the football game, and executing to a T to start this game off.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he doinks it off the left upright. An 84-yard drive there. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Right, here we go.
They'll try the left side. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The golden flashes are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. He unleashes a long one. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Okay.
So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Fires to the big fella. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29.
Good job of reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got it set up on the outside. He is stopped well short of the 1st down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. It's Collins.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to run it. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Up is trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield. Turning it on. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Trying to escape and get it himself. That's a fumble. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the 1st down. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. And you remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice, but that's no excuse.
He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, North Dakota State! These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? That quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. How in the world did he miss that? That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Trying to run, it's Scott. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now it's 2nd and goal. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, North Dakota State. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll try to tack on one more. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call. Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Volunteers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Brings a return out across the 25, gets a couple of extra yards. He's stopped at the 27-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense not budging. He's still able to get two to the 29. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear.
Upstairs to make the catch. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Trying to impose their will with the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back from no gain.
The Crimson Tide need just a few inches here on third down. They'll try to run for it. Got a little grass. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. What a great job settling in on the road and threatening to score now here on first and goal. From the red zone, it's Riley. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Now here's Mack. Throw to the end zone, picked off. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
And that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, just this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The run inside. It's Bishop. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the tight end in motion. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. On 3rd and short, the power run here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Still running at the 40. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Firing to the right, complete. And he picks up enough for the 1st down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the 1st quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Gets rid of it. He's got him this time. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Volunteers moving quickly to the line. They'll run it. It's Bishop. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man in the middle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Looking downfield on 1st down. Floats it out in space. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. Pressure coming. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Mack. Looking left. Working the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly, receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Mack. throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got him downfield. Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Going to the run, it's Bishop. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Volunteers! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing, Mack. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On the run, it's Hill. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. To the air, it's Mack. He's taking the shot. Leaping grab for a big gain.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Austin Mack. Here's a heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion. Again, it's Mack. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got an open man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Vols want to crank the tempo.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good.
Oh, he's got some space. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got a man. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. But does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return.
Well, how about that? I mean, they knew this defense was good defending the pass, but that had more to do with who's in the secondary, not necessarily who's up front. David, his best Pollock impersonation, picking that one off.
Yeah, baby, you don't get many opportunities to drop a coat.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Mack. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He tries to take the top off. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. He'll put toe leather and get this second half started. He'll take the return, trying to get better field position. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense putting points on the board.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
He'll bring it out. It's Morris. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And the Vols will hustle to the line. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Turns it on down the left side. The 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. They take the lead with the 6.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they get it done with a big play, a 76-yarder for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes that Alabama offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Throwing Mack. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 4.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Back from the gun on 3rd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Motion from the wideout. He might want another play. Austin Mack throws to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And another interception for the Crimson Tide. And Bama has a few ball hawks in this secondary. You might be putting old Rudy Ingram in the sights for his single-season interception record with 10.
Yeah, and it's hard to find DBs that are going to catch the ball consistently. When you get 1, it's a nice day. But when you get 2, it's a great day. You got a guy ball hawking the football, finding it, creating big.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose.
Out of all the ways to get a 1st down, that's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, Make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Here he goes. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dodson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. There's a crease. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight it, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. They fought tooth and nail through three, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. So first down will open up the final period. Mack fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Hauls it in. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that rate and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throwing Mack. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game.
I don't want to pile on and kill this young man who plays QB. But you have to understand situational football. You got to understand a field goal puts me in the lead. This game is tied. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception.
On the move, it's Bishop. He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass on second down. Working that left side now. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. First and 10 from their own 15-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Second down, he'll throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Yeah, when you get in the 2-minute drill, we don't got to get it all at once. Still got time on the clock. Got to get these first downs. Use the stoppage of the clock to your advantage.
They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Fires left. They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys?
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not...
Fourth down, and it looks as if they'll go, and they're not in the huddle. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot in a sudden change situation. Let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
And coaches love having options late in the football game. They put a nice drive together, and those 2 timeouts allowing them to stay balanced late in this game when they got to have points.
And he has a solid gain before the defense monitors him up. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. If they tried the field goal from here, it would be 53 yards. They'd love to help the kicker out on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
Running inside. It's Hill. Just does not like to be tackled, discarding guys and getting to the 21. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Austin Mack. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. To the air on 1st down. Complete in the middle. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. All wideouts, no backs. Mack. Going deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. With the ball marked down at the 41, they'll need a big 58-yard field goal to try to save themselves. And it's no good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth.
If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe 1 possession each. Who's the better team?
1st down, and this defense is desperate. Any kind of score, and it's over. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the... Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Davison. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want.
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Pocket breaking down. Breaks loose. Hit as he throws. Another incompletion on third down. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth and long. More to throw for it on fourth down. Rushes on him. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up. More.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize fourth down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by fourth down on your own side of the field, and he just...
There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The Ducks getting set on first and 10.
And you can tell that young man is comfortable in the pocket.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big... Sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Oof. That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Looking for the score. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Handoff from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Rodgers. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
From the 30-yard line on first down. Got a man. It's Edwards.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. The run inside. It's Hill. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back in the run.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Russell. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
Finding some room. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you can tell.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Fourth down, Moore. Looking down the middle. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Moore with the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy can catch it or nobody can catch it.
Moore. With the catch, it's Hooks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Running inside, it's Davison. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore will throw. Got a man in the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The snap sets up the throw. Backs looking for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. Lining up for the PAT.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the foot.
Gary. Oh, that one with the fuck. It's like,